Inside UFO 5440. Warning! Do not read this book straight through from beginning to end. These pages contain many different adventures you can have inside UFO 5440. From time to time as you read along, you will be asked to make a choice. Your choice may lead to success or disaster. The adventures you have will be the result of the decisions you make. After you make your choice, follow the instructions to see what happens to you next. Special warning! While you are on board UFO 5440, you may hear about Ultima, the planet of paradise, and you may wonder if one of your adventures will lead you there. Sad to say, many never reach Ultima because no one can get there by making choices or following instructions. There is a way to reach Ultima. Maybe you'll find it. It's your very first trip on the Concorde, the supersonic jet airliner that crosses the Atlantic in 3 hours and 45 minutes. Right now you're at 57,000 feet in mid-flight from New York to Paris. You look up from the magazine you've been reading as a voice comes over the loudspeaker. This is Captain Ravel speaking. We're about halfway across the Atlantic now, at latitude 54, longitude 40. We've just come onto a new course that will bring us over the coast of France in about 90 minutes. Those of you on the left side of the plane may be able to see the southern tip of Greenland. You glance out of the window, hoping to see Greenland. Instead, you see a gleaming white cylinder, several times larger than the Concorde, but without wings, engines, or ports. The object, glistening in the early morning sunlight, is coming straight at you. Look! The white-haired man sitting next to you leans toward the window to get a better view. At what? Don't you see it? It's coming right at us. He opens his mouth to answer, but says nothing because you are no longer there. You are sitting on a thick, rubbery mat in a circular room. The room is bathed in a pale white light, yet you see no windows or doors or lamps. You remember now, sitting in the Concorde, the huge white object coming at you, the plane shuddering, and where are you? The pale light turns violet, and, mixing with the oranges and reds, it brightens as if the sun were about to rise. A voice is speaking, except it is not speaking. You are hearing thoughts entering directly into your brain. We are the UTY Masters. You are on the galactic ship Rachma, orbiting the planet Earth. You have been chosen to be a specimen in the galactic zoo on the imperial planet of Ra. If you refuse to cooperate, you will be sent to Somo. You may make one statement. If you demand to be returned to Earth, turn to page 3. Though there is no one in the room, you speak out in a loud voice. Return me to Earth. You have no right to hold me prisoner. The only law is the law of the UTY. Again, the voice seems to be inside your brain. When it speaks this time, a whole wall dissolves before your eyes. A moment later, you find yourself floating through the air, drawn by some mysterious force along a curving passageway. In the dim yellow light, you can make out human figures. Sitting right in front of you on thin white mats are a girl with long black hair and a slender blonde boy. Their legs are crossed, and their arms are folded in front of them. They seem to be meditating. You are excited to find other human beings, yet you suddenly feel very tired. You want to sleep. Maybe you'll be able to think better when you wake up. If you lie down to sleep, turn to page 5. The moment you lie down, you fall asleep. Thoughts stream through your unconscious mind. When you are happy, you will be good. You will be happy when you are good. You sit up. Something is in your hair. There is a band around your head. It feels hard to the touch, yet strangely comfortable. What is it? Does it have something to do with the strange thoughts running through your head? As you start to pull off the band, you feel a sharp pain in your head. When you take your hand away, you feel as happy and contented as you have ever been. If you still try to take the band off of your head, turn to page 11. You rip off the band, but your head is instantly racked with a terrible, blinding pain. You throw the band across the chamber. The pain eases. You can see again. If only you could find a way to escape. Wailing musical sounds fill your ears. The wall at the far end of the chamber dissolves into thin air. You see a long passageway ahead. You run down it. You see a whirling gray figure ahead of you. An alien. Could it be trying to escape too? It swoops into a narrow tunnel. You follow as fast as you can. At the far end of the tunnel, you see a silver structure shaped like a giant clam. Could it be a spacecraft? The alien opens a hatch and climbs inside. This may be your chance. You follow the creature through the hatch. Inside, you find the alien is just a few feet away from you. It looks like a big, half-deflated ball, but with rows of eyes and mouths that remind you of portholes on a ship. It must have at least 7 or 8 legs with branches or roots, some of which seem to serve as arms, hands, flippers, and antennae. You watch in amazement as the alien touches various instruments with its many tentacled arms. Then it turns some of its eyes on you. You're an earthling, aren't you? The creature speaks from the mouth closest to you. Yes, I am, you stammer. Who are you? Call me Mopo. This is my last chance to escape, and there's only one place for me to go. Before he can continue, the hatch closes, and you feel a jolt so violent that you go out like a light. Slowly, you wake up. Your head is spinning, your body aches. Oops. You are still in the spacecraft, but it's bobbing up and down. You look through the portholes. There's water in all directions. You must be on an Earth ocean. The alien, Mopo, is still next to you. The hatch cover flips open. Water gushes in. Suddenly, Mopo springs out into the ocean. Through the hatch, you can see a grimy white fishing trawler. It's only a few hundred yards away, but the spacecraft is sinking fast. There's no time to waste. You take a deep breath and dive through the hatch into the cold, rough sea. A wave smacks you in the face. Then Mopo is lifting you on his back, safely above the waves. The trawler has turned toward you. Wet and shivering, you wave frantically. 2 fishermen on the front deck are pointing. They wave back. I am afraid that Earth people may kill me, Mopo says. I must hide in the oceans of Earth so as not to be seen by them. The trawler is slowing to come alongside. One man is getting ready to throw you a rope. Is that a dolphin? He yells. I must dive now, says Mopo. Don't. Come with me, you say. Can I trust Earth people, or will they harm me, he asks. If you tell Mopo that he can trust Earth people, turn to page 20. You tell Mopo not to worry, that he can trust human beings. Let's get out of the water, he shouts. The fishermen throw you a rope and pull you aboard. Then Mopo leaps out of the water and lands on the deck. The grizzle-faced captain steps forward, his eyes fixed on the alien. I've seen a lot of strange creatures in the sea, but nothing like you, and you even talk. You may be the devil for all I know, but I don't see that you mean any harm. So you'll be as well treated on this ship as any shipwrecked sailor. Follow me. The captain shows you into the deckhouse. Mopo follows, scuttling like a crab crawling along the beach. The fishermen watch in amazement. The captain pours you a cup of hot chocolate, but his eyes hardly leave the alien creature beside you. Would you like something to eat? He asks Mopo. No, Mopo says, I ate a few months ago. The captain smiles, shakes his head, and turns toward you. We're bound for Seattle with a cargo of tuna. We'll be there in 48 hours. Do you think I should notify the Coast Guard about this? They'll never believe me. If you ask the captain to notify the Coast Guard at once, turn to page 57. Oh. The captain radios the Coast Guard. As he predicted, they laugh at his story about picking up an alien creature. No matter, he says to you and Mopo. We'll be in port in 2 days. Then they can see for themselves. The next morning, you, Mopo, and the captain are standing on the bridge. Resting his arms on the rail, the captain scans the horizon with his binoculars. If the weather would lift a bit, we could see Mount Rainier from here, he says. Suddenly, a sailor calls from the afterdeck. There's a submarine surfacing just off the port quarter. It has a hammer and sickle flag. Russians, the captain cries. They intercepted your message to the Coast Guard, says Mopo. I think you're right. The captain points to the port rail. They're pulling alongside. They're going to board us. Don't let them capture Mopo, you cry. Don't worry, says Mopo. I know what to do. I will go with the Russians. Don't go with the Russians, you say. I thought you said I can trust human beings, says Mopo. But the Russians might try to use you against America, the captain says. And if I am in America, the Russians may think that the Americans will use me against them. But we would only ask you to help in the cause of peace, you say. That's what they will say too, says Mopo. But tell me, do you think I will be for peace? I do, you say. The captain nods his agreement. If the Russians are more for war, Mopo says, and America is more for peace, and I am for peace, then it is better for peace that I go with the Russians, because if I am with you, it will make them very anxious, so anxious that they might start a war. But if I am with the Russians, I can guide them toward peace. By now the Russian sub is alongside the trawler. Neither you nor the captain can change Mopo's decision to go with them. Soon afterward, the sub submerges with Mopo aboard, leaving you standing by the rail, staring out at the sea. You're puzzled at Mopo's decision. It almost seems as if he turned against you. On the other hand, you reflect, Mopo may understand Earth people better than you do. The end.